And man of God, I'm so glad you're here at underscore freedom for life underscore. There's one lie in accountability that I wanted to share with you today. It's something that has been challenging in my life. And I had a conversation with a friend this week that I wanted to share with you because we had talked about having accountability and not. And I told him that I'm a person that, for me, I don't have accountability partners. I don't have somebody doing accountability for my walk with my wife, my integrity, my workouts, my diet, or anything that else I have in my life. And the challenge I had with it really comes around to the life mastery challenge of this. A lot of times we use accountability as a way to guilt ourselves into doing what we want to do. I know we don't say that, and I don't mean to offend anybody, but at the end of the day, many times what we do is we use somebody else as a higher value than ourselves, meaning this: I'm not going to miss out on this workout because Joe is counting on me. He's at the gym and I don't want to let him down, or I don't want to have John and be the person who finds out that I looked at pornography, or I ate that cupcake, or I yelled at my wife, or whatever the thing is you're doing, right? There's these goals we have in our life, and I believe there are this life that we believe we're called to have. It's that life mastery life of living the highest level that you're created for in every area of life, spiritually, relationally, vocationally, physically, and financially. And many times we think we need somebody else to help us hold ourselves accountable. Well, here's the question: who has more value in your life than you do? At the end of the day, the reason why I don't have accountability partners is I don't need to use the emotions of shame and guilt and fear and worry to try and motivate myself to be better, because at the end of the day, all I'm doing is sabotaging my identity by placing the value of somebody else higher than myself. At the end of the day, if I let myself down, it's more important than if I let somebody else down, because I value myself in my life more than other people. It doesn't mean that I'm arrogant. What it means is that why would I say that your opinion matters more than mine does? That what happens in this response and relationship that we have is more important than the integrity I show to myself. The more I understand who I'm created to be, the more I'm living out of my identity and the life that I'm created for, the more I see the value and the worth in the person who I am, the more I know that I'm a person willing to be invested in. And in that place, I don't need, the emotions tied to accountability with you to make sure I do what I need to do. I'm simply living out of who I'm created to be, and health and well-being is part of that, and integrity in my relationship with my wife is part of that, and seeing inside of me the great value of the person that I am and living that out in all of those areas of life is more important to me. And so in those places, I naturally live from who I am. I don't need accountability when I'm simply living from who I'm created to be at the highest level I'm created for. Doesn't mean I don't fall short. Doesn't mean I don't have that cupcake. It doesn't mean, I don't miss a workout every once in a while. It means that my accountability with myself is more important than my accountability with you. And it doesn't mean the relationship doesn't matter. It just means that there's a hierarchy of value, and I value what I think of me more than what anybody else does. Because in that place, I can live from who I'm created to be, not by the opinions and intentions of others. The one lie in accountability is that you need it. I don't need accountability, and neither do you. You just need to value yourself at the level that God created you for. And in that place, every time I do those things, work out, live and walk with integrity, have hard conversations that bring value, not detriment to the relationship. When I do all these things in my life, I'm simply betting on me. I'm simply believing in me. I'm simply living from the place of I matter, I have value and worth, and there's a life God created for me, and I'm going to strive for all of that life all of the time. And give myself grace in those times when I need a rest, when I need a break, when I don't get everything right. What's your accountability like with yourself? That's the accountability that matters most. And it's in that accountability that you'll have the life that you're created for, and you'll add much more value to the relationships you're in, because your value isn't tied to their opinion of you, but your value is tied to who you are, and you can give all of that to all of the people you're in a relationship with. Do that and you'll have the life mastery life you're created for. Do that, and the accountability with yourself will give you so much more amazing outcomes, awesome endings, and higher level success than you could have imagined. You're worth it. You're valuable. You're somebody worth betting on. Bet on yourself, and you'll find the life you're created for. Do me a favor as well. Share this with somebody you know. If you want to know about more tools, more strategies, more life mastery, I'd love to have the conversation. DM me. We can have a conversation to see if the course that we have, this full-fledged, robust life mastery course, is for you. And at the end of the day, remember, dominate your day.